beautiful people, thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-February 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Welcome, fellow Geminis. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages they receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the remainder of February. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note. But again, Gemini, let's hop in with this first column, which is what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have an affirmation summary card of I will surrender. This is an interesting one. And I think surrender can sometimes have like a negative connotation with it, and that's not necessarily it. Sometimes we have to pick and choose our battles, or there are things that are no longer serving us to fight for, or we're carrying baggage that we should no longer be carried. So I look at surrendering more as a positive note, because more than anything, at the end of the day, whatever this is we're surrendering is no longer serving us. It's no longer doing what it's supposed to be doing. So potentially some surrendering in these last few weeks, Gemini, but let's see what messages we've got here. Maybe. Okay. Perfect. First we have the 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is a card of expansion. It's a card of commerce. It's really a card of growth. It's interesting, by letting something go sometimes we can gain so much more. And that seems to be the case. Whatever this was holding us back from expansion, holding us back from growth. The 3 of Wands is also a card of travel, so some of you could have been doing some traveling these last few weeks, or potentially have some travel plans coming up. The next card that we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of being very traditional, being very conventional. It's a card of conformity. Again, I feel like we were conforming to something that wasn't really serving us. We were doing something traditionally that was no longer serving us, no longer working the way we needed it to. And then at the bottom here we have the 8 of Coins, or the 8 of Pentacles. This is being able to enjoy what you're doing. This thing that we surrendered, we may have lost or lacked enjoyment around. This can also be like reaping the benefits of your hard work. So by surrendering whatever this was, it wasn't like a setback. We didn't lose work. We didn't lose time here, Gemini. Let's go and take a look though and see what other messages we've got going on. Okay, first we just talked about the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Pentacles again. Whatever this was like hindering us from being able to grow, to be able to expand. But it doesn't take away the hard work. All that hard work is still there, and now we have the potential for more commerce, more expansion, more growth. Like to see that. Also, it feels like you've been working really hard, so if you don't have travel plans, Gemini, you should make some, because guess what? You're due for a little break here, for sure. You've been working hard. Reward yourself. Then the next card that we have is the Lovers card. The Lovers card is a card of course, love, deep love, strength together. It's a card of partnership. However, I feel like, and this may or may not be a person, but it's like this partnership was not serving you well. It was more of a conformity. It was something that was a limitation. So it was no longer serving you in that partnership type manner. This is also sometimes a decision with the Lovers card. In this case, it was the decision to surrender what we had. At the bottom here, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very bold, very powerful. This thing was kind of taking power away from you, and now you're back in this position of power. You have this really charming feeling to you, lots of courage to be able to move forward. So I don't know what we surrendered, Gemini, but it looks good and it feels good. Hopefully you're feeling good about it. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is in general what's coming for the remainder of February. We have the card, I Feel Balanced. This is really good. You've probably heard me say before, I feel like in general we can all always use more balance. So looking forward to seeing a balanced remainder of the month for you here, Gemini. Because guess what? No matter how balanced you are, we could probably use a little bit more. Okay, up first we have the Ten of Pentacles or the Ten of Coins. This is a card of leaving a legacy. So whatever we're doing right now is really long term. These next few weeks are going to be important. You're setting yourself up well here. Put a lot of effort in, put a lot of time in here, make it worthwhile. But again, this is like leaving a legacy. This can also be a card of inheritance or lump sum of money. So this could be leading towards money, some new money coming in as well. But more than anything, I feel like your actions the next few weeks are setting you up for the future. The next card that we have is the Page of Coins or the Page of Pentacles. This is about being patient. This is new job, raise, money news. So two really nice back-to-back money cards here. Actually, all of these are going to turn out to be money cards, jumping ahead to our next one too. So it's like you're making money moves these next few weeks, Gemini. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Coins is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. It does seem like there's some new money coming in. We want to make sure we're thinking future focused with that new money, likely coming in the shape of new job, raise, or money news here. But let's see what clarifiers I can give you here. First up, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is, again, that very traditional card, very conventional. I will say with the money, I know before I was like telling you, you need to break the tradition. Now it's like we need to assess what to do with the money, and this could be very traditional. It could be very conventional, like putting it in savings, investing it. I don't see you buying like a luxury sports car or anything too wild like that, Gemini. So this is about being a little bit more practical with the Hierophant there. Practical next steps as well. The next card that we have is the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card of balance and harmony. I love that you have balance coming up multiple times here, Gemini, which is important. Definitely some financial balance too, which is nice. Maybe we haven't been seeing and feeling that lately. This is also, though, a card of moderation and self-control. So again, I don't see you buying the sports cards. Like with this new money, we need to be really practical with it and have a good plan for the future with it. At the bottom here, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of commerce, so another money card, specifically a growth of money card. So I like the Three of Wands in that sense. It's expansion, it's commerce. So definitely money growing here, money expanding in new ways. So nice to see. I'm curious what we're going to get in our money column because I feel like we just talked all money here, Gemini. But let's go ahead and jump forward and see what messages we get specific to money. First up, we have release your belief that money is bad or the root of all evil. Judging money and those that have it blocks you from the same wealth you desire. Money is a tool and you are the decider of what to create with that tool. So in this column, even though we already talked a lot about money, we're going to talk about money. So let's see what we have here. Think job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, really whatever you associate with money, Gemini. Woo, sorry, I just bumped the table. Okay, first up we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups has a lot of different meanings. And I'm going to give you them both because I think they're going to apply differently for different people. But one of the first meanings of the Four of Cups is surprise gifts. So I do think there could be something unexpected coming up related to money or career. Again, this new money could be coming in. There could be a surprise bonus. Maybe you get a gift from your company. It does feel like there's a gift coming in. Another thing that's happening though with the Four of Cups is sometimes this is a card of lack of fulfillment or kind of a feeling of apathy. So the work that you're doing right now isn't necessarily like making your heart sing. And I'm going to see what the clarifier is on this, Gemini. But we do need to look into this a little bit more and make sure we're finding fulfillment. And if you're not getting it from career, you need to be getting it in other places of your life. So we'll come back to that, see what clarifiers come through. The next card that we have is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is very studious, very hardworking. No doubt you've been working hard on something. You're going to continue to have to work hard on it. I'm just speaking as to what I'm seeing. I feel like you're kind of juggling priorities at this time. I think it'll ease up, but for the remainder of this month, you're going to have to push pretty hard. The Page of Cups is coming through is really putting in that effort. At the bottom here, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is speed, action, quick change. Again, this is just the busyness. Things are kind of coming rapid fire right now. Super busy, super demanding. Again, we're almost at the end of the month, so hang in there. But it does seem like things are coming fast and you're having to put a lot of work in a short period of time here. The first clarifier that we have is the Fool card. The Fool card's the first major arcana. This is fresh hope, taking chances, going on new paths, adventures. Again, Gemini, we do need to seek fulfillment here in some way, shape, or form. Again, maybe it's not fulfillment through career. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a mindset that then gives us more of that fulfillment. But we are lacking some fulfillment here, and we need to find a new opportunity to capture that fulfillment. Maybe you're like me that has a day job and then also has a wonderful YouTube channel on the side. We also have a farm with lots of animals. These are things that give me lots of fulfillment. So make sure that if you're not feeling fulfillment in work, that you're feeling it somewhere else. The next card that we have is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is kind of a card of low feelings. I think you're just tired here, Gemini. It seems like this work is maybe more than what you committed to or what was promised to you. But again, we just have to kind of stay heads down and keep pushing forward. The best thing I can tell you is if you're feeling these low feelings is that this is relatively short-lived. Again, we're almost right at the end of the month, and I do see it breaking and easing up at the end of the month here for you, Gemini. At the bottom here, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of like, sometimes it's self-imposed restrictions. I'm not really feeling self-imposed restrictions, but again, you're really locked down with work. You have a lot of commitments and a lot to deliver on this month, which isn't a bad thing, but it is going to be busy and it's going to be fast-paced. Just keep in mind, this is a short month. It's coming to an end soon. So I do think there's going to be a break in the work, but you are going full speed here, it seems like, going into the end of this month, Gemini. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. Quick love message here for you. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and we create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you'll be surprised where it leads. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love, Gemini. First, we have the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a card of partnership, deep love, strength together. You've probably heard me say this before. We love when we see the Lover's card in the love column. So many times we can say love. This is great though if you're single and want to be in a relationship. This is a great indicator. If you're in a relationship, this is a great indicator of the strength of the relationship. So lots of good happening on the love front there for you. This could also indicate a decision. The Lover's card is a decision card as well. The next card that we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of gifts. I do think you're going to get a surprise gift, which is super exciting this month, Gemini. This card has so many meanings, but the only one that's really jumping out is gifts. So I hope you get a really great gift from your lover, secret admirer, husband, wife, whatever it may be, best friend. It definitely seems like there's a gift there. And at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles is such a good relationship card too. It's very domestic in nature. So again, if you're looking for a relationship, this is a great card for you. If you're in a relationship, this is a great card. It could be an indicator of engagement or marriage, which we love to see. The Queen of Coins is also a fertility card. So if you're hoping to grow your family, Gemini, that's a great card for you as well. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though. First, we have the Two of Swords. I do really think there's going to be a decision for some of you. I'm not sure what this love decision is, but it's definitely related to love, family, friends, something of that sort. But it does seem like there's a decision lingering. It doesn't take away from the relationship or anything of that sort, but some sort of love decision has to happen this month. The next card that we have is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak, loss, divorce, separation. None of those are relevant though. I always like to tell you the meaning of the card, and then I'm going to tell you what it's coming to me as. In this case, I feel like you're going to get like a gift you've never gotten before. Like you're never going to be this kind of level of spoiled in a relationship. This is going to be really unique, really heartfelt. Super sweet gift. It's something that just makes you feel really special. It's almost like it's a feeling you've never had before, Gemini. So super sweet. I love these gifts. Please tell me if you want to share what this gift ends up being for you. It's very, very sweet, very, very endearing. And last but not least, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of trusting our intuition. There is some sort of like secret or surprise. I think it could be tied into this gift. And definitely I do want to call out when we are going to make this decision, because it does seem like there is a decision lingering. Use your gut, use your intuition to make that decision. Okay, now let's move on to our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I Feel Confident. I hope you are embracing this, Gemini. It's important that everything we do it confidently. No doubting yourself, no questioning yourself. Confidence is beautiful inside and out. But let's take a look and see what messages we have here. First, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. I like this. We're winning something. We're successfully completing something here. Maybe this is going to be a real confident booster for you as well. The next card that we have is the Hangman. Through this event or success, I don't really quite know how to pinpoint down that victory, that award, whatever it may be with the Six of Wands. We're also getting a lot of wisdom and knowledge from this. So not only is this like a winning situation, this is a learning situation here, Gemini. And at the bottom we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of going from good to better. On the original deck of cards, there's Eight of Cups stacked really nicely, and then the person in the background is like still walking away. So it's advancing. Again, this is advancing you forward. So not only is it the victory, the success, the war, the recognition, there's wisdom here, and this is advancing you forward. Let's take a look and see what other messages I can give you here. Whew, look at that spread. First up, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, if you look here, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly. So this is going to happen for sure this month. This success, this victory, this award, this recognition, whatever it is, definitely coming this month for you there, Gemini. Coming in fast. The next card that we have is the Sun card. In terms of good tarot cards, it doesn't really get much better than the Sun card. This is material happiness, joyous outcome, again, success. So no doubt there's success, there's happiness, there's joy with whatever this is. Also wisdom. So again, it's not just a winning event, it's also a learning event. And then at the bottom here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. If you've watched my videos before, you know the Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. It's a card of good luck, it's a card of good fortune, and it's a turning point. So both of these, like, the Eight of Cups is like advancing forward. The Wheel of Fortune is saying we're turning forward. So lots of growth and expansion coming from whatever this is too. So really neat final message as well. Now, Gemini, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the Seven of Diamonds. This is number 38 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Eight of Clubs. This is number 13 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the Eight of Diamonds. That's going to be a no. Oh, number 44 card. Sorry there. So yes, no, no there for you, Gemini. If you watched your video earlier this month, we pulled a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of February. Periodot is your crystal this month. It's good for tolerance. It allows for mistakes. Gives you a real sense of self-worth, keeps you open-minded, and keeps you authentic. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Note deck. Your Healing Note says, the best things in life are free, and it's important to never lose sight of that. So look around you. Wherever you see friendship, loyalty, laughter, and love, there is your treasure. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation, but thank you so much, Gemini, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your February.